Hello and welcome to this evening's intention. And if you've noticed that the days are getting longer on both ends, hooray! So we're getting more light in more ways than one. So let's build some reality together. If you could find a place for about 30 minutes or so to sit or lie down with your eyes closed, not be disturbed, that would be really good. Okay, go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. Take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All your cares and worries just dissolve and float away. And for the next breath, I'd like you to fill up as full as you can. So start with your lower belly and then your upper abdomen. Then you let your lower rib cage expand outwards toward the back. And this time when you exhale, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, we could use our visualization techniques to help us. We're going to breathe light directly into our heart and then exhale light directly from our heart. Good. And now we're going to put our attention on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies have these most wonderful servants that just want to do our bidding, please us. Sometimes we only need to ask. And now if you can, feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and then circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. Then we move into the ankles, the shins, the calves, the knees. We feel everything relax. And as we touch upon each body part or area, I'm going to allow it to revert back to its natural blueprint of perfection. No pain, no inflammation. Everything just in the most greatest efficiency and vitality. Moving up to the upper legs, the buttocks, the hips, the pelvic area. And we feel everything relax and loosen. And into the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Our shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Our neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then we move up to the skin of our scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. I want you to release anything that you find there right now, almost as if your ears could wiggle. And then moving into the jaw, we allow it to unhinge, open up and receive the breath of life. And then we feel all of our facial muscles relax into this beautiful pool, melting into this pool of perfect relaxation. Then we see if we can't get our eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. Moving inwards, we ask our right brain to relax, and then our left brain to relax. And now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them now to have a virtual seat on the couch and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. Now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements to help us with this. We'll start with the element of fire. It's a beautiful tool for this job as it naturally burns up anything that's no longer necessary, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn from the ashes. And we can see the element of fire in the sun. And perhaps envision yourself being fully bathed in sunlight, feeling the radiant warmth of your skin. And then we'll call upon the element of water, also a beautiful tool for this, as water naturally retains memory in each drop. So it's fabulous to work with our thoughts. Perhaps we can envision ourselves standing in the middle of a gentle river, feeling the pull of the current against us. And we just watch, observe, as all of those negative patterns and habits, all of the traumas we hold in our body simply detach and float downstream. And then we call in the element of air, so we feel the breeze or the wind against our skin, maybe raising a few goosebumps. And the air's gift to us is to pull away all of our stories, all the stories we tell ourselves, all our egos, leaving behind only the shining truth. And then finally, we call upon the earth with her magnetic properties to pull towards her and stick to her any burdens or heaviness that we're still carrying. Trusting her to transform any of these energies into the higher vibrational frequencies of the good universe, perhaps maybe akin to a seed sprouting to new life. And thoughts have a way of kidnapping us and taking us away on these wild rides. Happens to us all the time. What I'd like you to do if you find yourself in that situation, as soon as you realize it, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment and what you're doing, back to your breath. And eventually we'll find that these thoughts have much less power to pull us away. We get to stay longer in the wonderful, generous moment with all of its possibilities. Now let's take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity, where the heart resides. Let's use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally, so feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. And experience the buoyancy, the lightness of being as you're gliding down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open just a bit. Brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine, inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception right now, away from our physicalities that we're used to experience our energy bodies or our light bodies. I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing as a light cloud. It's very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. It doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that flow now. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of this at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive. One of the things that you might experience when you first join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, bringing slightly different flavors to the same pie. Now, this nexus is a place of unimaginable power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healing, of miracles, and a wondrous capacity to create, which is what we're going to take advantage of right now. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention, because we can. So I'd like you to go ahead now and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having in all its glorious detail. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like you to fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we can trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we might need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. Anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. I'd like you to experience this right now. Open yourself to the healing of the universe. I'm feeling really light, as if effervescent bubbles are just coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level, everything realigning into its natural, perfect, healthy state of balance. Everything in phase. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness the expressions of relief and wonderment on their faces too. This is within our power to do so. Now extend it out to your community, and then to the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive total vibrant health. It's just a matter of focusing your intention and sending those frequencies out. Now let's talk about abundance. There is plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts. So maybe we can travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we each have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so we're being fulfilled on many levels as we're following our path. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of wholeness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of being on your day, of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire world. So, what does that look like now? I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? Look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And I want you to see this as already happened. It is done. So say we all. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But for tonight, let's celebrate this marvelous existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in art, in playing. I see us all at this huge outdoor music festival. Everybody simply rejoicing, sensing all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's truly magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together today. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something wonderful happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, then the heavier, lower energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What joy. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the worry, tension, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders to transform in the atmosphere above us into the higher resonance frequencies that's more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. Sensing all the connections clearing, cleansing, open up, communication flowing. The atmosphere is so smooth. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're having a picnic with your family, marveling at their shining faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, you're out for a walk in the forest enjoying the serenity, maybe you're having a laugh with your buddies, or you're creating something magnificent in your kitchen or at work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, in your reality, I'd like you to just stop right now and look at all the beauty that surrounds you. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Sense this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd like to connect with it just a little bit of gratitude before we finish. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this incredible life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with healing and light and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are never alone. And now I'd like you to take your entire beautiful reality and build it up as an energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the Dantian area. Build it up as a big energy ball. Make it crackle with life. And then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy. And then when we exhale, we're going to release and share that with the world. Here we go. Build up that energy ball. And then send it out. Exhale completely. Give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with light and love and healing and energy. Good. I can just feel all those concentric rings of energy encircling the globe, causing all the other like energies to light up in response, blanketing our world with these frequencies of love and peace and prosperity. Now I'd like you to wiggle your fingers and toes. We're going to come back into our bodies proper. Maybe shift your limbs around a little bit too. Really come back in. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes. And just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can call it up on a moment's demand, anytime, all the time. And eventually we won't have to put any work into it anymore. We'll just go back to our natural way of being, this walking, talking, high transmission of frequency energy, creating the reality of our choosing all around us, because we can. We are that powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together in this way, exponentially by magnitudes. So thank you. Thank you for joining me in these intentions, whether it's live or recorded. All works. It's all good. And if you've been creating these intentions for a while and you're very solid with the world you want to create, then I invite you to try these single conscious breaths of intention anytime you can stick them in your life. Whenever you have a few seconds, when you're brushing your teeth, you're standing in line, you're cooking supper, and just notice, play with it over the next couple of weeks. And as you integrate it, notice what kind of shifts might happen for you. Notice new synchronicities that are occurring for you. So I'll leave you on that note for the end of our week, and we'll see you bright-eyed and bushy-tailed tomorrow for our next intention.